It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Raiders and the Steelers, and it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Again, everyone, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by a man in his 23rd NFL season. Still doing it at age 45, Tom Brady.
And at one point, he announced to the NFL world that he had accomplished everything he needed to and was going to retire, but then reversed that decision. And I think everyone who likes football loves the fact that he's still out there throwing it around and still at the top of his game. In a career that's seen and accomplished just about everything, he figured there's always room to add to that legacy.
On play action, it's Brady. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Soto. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
From midfield, here's Brady. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, we talk a lot about referees trying to protect quarterbacks, and no question they're going to protect number 12.
And really, truly, around the league, the intent is to protect all quarterbacks. It's just common sense. Those are the guys everyone comes to see play each and every week. And that call was pretty easy.
And able to get this to the 31. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Second and 6. Throwing now is Brady. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Brady going to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. 4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Carlson is good, and the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the rookie who played his college ball for the Pitt Panthers. So that's Kenny Pickett.
And when you watch Kenny Pickett play, you see a young man who got better every season in college and really blossomed in his final campaign. Took his game to a new level and made him a first-round pick in the NFL. He's the type of kid who can beat you with his mind, beat you with his arm, and occasionally with his legs. A tough, skilled performer. Kenny Pickett, he's got some moxie to him.
Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 28-yard line. They'll start the drive with Harris, and he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there on a 1st down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
To the air on 1st down with Pickett. He's going to look deep down the field. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And the official won't even think twice about pulling his flag on that one.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Down at the 35. It'll be second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
On second down, this is Harris. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Now Pickett will look to pass it. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Let's see who this is on.
Roughing the passer, defense.
So certainly a defensive mistake here in the first quarter, getting hit with a roughing the passer call.
And that hurts not just because of the yardage you gave up and give them a fresh set of downs, but that brought the home crowd into this one. And when you go on the road, your job is to silence the crowd, not energize them.
This is caught. And he's brought down. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
Harris, touchdown, Pittsburgh. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here's Bolden to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 27, Brady. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Cameron Sutton. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Harris running straight ahead, and he'll fight forward on the straight ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Now Pickett. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
Pickett to throw on 1st down. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Miles Boykin from 21 yards away. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Partner, remember that old film with Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well that they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and that pushes the lead up to 11. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So out come the Raiders. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. To throw is Brady. Back to Renfro again, complete. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving.
Ball start, offense.
Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
Still first down.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Brady. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play. Completed.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Brady. And he comes back with one complete. Down inside the 10. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
You can feel the effort all the way up here. He tried his best to get there. Didn't quite make it, but down around the 2-3 yard line, got to love the effort, and especially the big play that gave his offense a great opportunity.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run it. This is Bolden. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
2nd and goal from the 1. Here's Brady. And they're going to to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line.
There's your co-NFL record holder, T.J. Watt, doing what he does best, terrorizing quarterbacks.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now Brady.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Carlson able to put this one through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2. Got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim. And hopefully they'll be kicking extra points instead.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away.
Here's Steven Sims on the return from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Steeler offense set to regain possession. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On 2nd and 9, Pickett. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
Well, one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47.
1st and 10, here's Pickett.
Throwing right, and that's complete.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Looking to throw again on second down.
Pickett.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas, right?
Yeah, a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. T.J. Watt, always a disruptor, there to blow that play up.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Brady.
He's got Renfro on the out route.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Brady.
He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfro. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Brady to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Soto. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Brady now to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Now, you don't want to see that penalty at any point, but it adds a little extra to it when it comes on 3rd down.
It certainly does, because if this were a boxing match, they had him on the ropes there. 3rd down incompletion, 4th down upcoming. Instead, that mistake resets everything back to 1st down, which means...
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
T.J. Watt, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports.
second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football as they've got it facing a second and long situation. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
So the incomplete pass there, but the roughing the passer call bails them out.
Which means you have to stay on the field on defense longer because you've given the offense free snaps, not to mention the free yardage after that mistake.
Brady now on first down. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Pass complete. George Pickens with it.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender. Made him
what do you mean by that, bro?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then curls back inside for the completion.
So first and 10 now from the 30. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Pickett sets up play action. That's swung out wide to Harris.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Pickett now on first down.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 25 yards that time.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 32-yard line.
To the air on 1st down with Pickett.
He gets it complete to Harris.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out in the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
That one caught along the sideline. Did he stay in? Yes, he did. But hang on here. A penalty marker is on the field. Okay, so the personal foul penalty. And those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right, and he'll just get rid of it.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
On the give, this is Harris. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
How about that? The defense's first sack. It doesn't come from one of the usual suspects up front. It comes from the secondary.
Yeah, I think they caught the quarterback off guard a little bit because he wasn't able to account for the possibility of that blitz and change the blocking assignment. He comes through and puts him on the ground.
So Pickett is off to the sideline, and Chris Boswell is on for the Steeler field goal try.
Boswell's kick is good, and that'll move their lead up to 4 now.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Tom Brady and the offense back onto the field. He threw a touchdown pass last time they had it. And he'll look to get him in the end zone again here as they start with a 1st down. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
Now a play fake. Brady. Open, and he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Following the fumble recovery, Pickett. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rocky Sin. And the Raiders will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. So after the INT, it's Brady. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From midfield, here's Brady.
The slant connects with Devontae Adams. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And it's complete. This is Brandon Bolden.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
14 more yards. But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady. Complete here to the right to Bolden.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
on fourth down, here's Daniel Carlson for the Raider field goal. This a 31-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good, and that'll bring him back within a point. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. And Sims says, let's bring it out to the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 6-point game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fields it right around the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run again with Harris. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Try him with Pickett here on third down.
That's caught by the 6'8" tight end, Zach Gentry.
And he will have a Steelers first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10, here's Pickett. Got an open man, it's Pickens.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards that time for number 14. Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. This is Harris. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Pickett to throw on 1st down.
To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett.
It's brought in by Harris. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 25-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
It's showtime, baby. Let's rock and roll. Hey, what we...
They'll go with Snell here on first down.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Here's Pickett. Pickens on the slant.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Off play action, Pickett.
And he'll just get rid of it. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
A line of scrimmage once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
Steps away to his touchdown. Zach Gentry, a 5-yard touchdown.
And the Steelers are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
Boswell good with the extra point. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point.
Let's go, baby. Turn it up.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This taken in at the goal line.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And a nifty return there all the way across the 40. The Raiders now set to get the football back.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now Brady. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Throw right side into the hands of Foster Moreau. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Eight yards to go on 2nd down.
Brady now to throw.
And he'll find Moreau here. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. He'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
Now Brady again. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Miles Jack with a sack.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Brady, he finds his man, complete. It's Soto. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Brady.
And he's got Renfro in the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders.
A 5-yard touchdown catch, and the Raiders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Here's Sims now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Najee Harris and the rest of this offense work their way back onto the field. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. Pickett.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however.
Foul.
Let's see what that's about.
Yeah, no question. He got to the QB late, CD, and that's going to get a flag every time.
Every single time. Because let's face it, the league is always going to have an emphasis on these calls. They want to take care of these quarterbacks who are in vulnerable positions when they're passing the football.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Pickett now on 1st down. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Second and 7, operating from the 34. Back to throw, Pickett.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Pickett right back to the air again.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Sims.
And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. Boswell's kick is good, and that will bring the deficit back down to 3.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you to our EA studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. First up, though, a look at the next-gen stats for the Raiders in that first half. And our statisticians got through a couple of pencils already. This offense is on pace for potentially 500 yards in passing. That's pretty incredible.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Kenny Pickett in the Pittsburgh offense set to go to work once again. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
They turn to Harris to begin the drive. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Now Pickett. Able to find his man. It's Pickens. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll run. Here's Harris. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there. A dime look defensively for the Raiders on 3rd down.
Yeah, you're right. 2 extra DBs out there. From the gun, here's Pickett. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 42. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line. To the air on 1st down with Pickett. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Pickett. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Pickett back to throw. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done.
Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Josh McDaniels, he had his mind made up on that one. He disagrees, and he'll throw the challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Now here's the call.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So Josh McDaniels ends up winning that challenge. Smart decision to review it.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. On first down, Brady. The open man here, Renfro. And they're able to get this one across the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Brady with a give to Bolden. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Show that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Bolden. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now Brady. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. 28 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Carlson on for the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Pickett leads his Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 23. Harris will start the drive out. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. 1st and 10, here's Pickett. And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Looking to throw, Pickett. That one to the sideline, and a nice catch there. He stays in bounds, but a penalty marker is down as well. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide, usually going to pick up a holding call.
Pickett will look to throw it here. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here's Pickett.
Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Las Vegas' offense back out there, ready to go. The offense coming back out here, plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On play action, now Brady.
That one into the hands of Adams downfield.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 35.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like 2 excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing now is Brady. He finds his man complete. That's Soto.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talking about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches.
They run with Bolden. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Raiders will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
They'll start the drive with Harris. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
On 2nd and 7, Pickett finding Harris over the middle. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Pickett to throw on first down.
And the catch made by Johnson.
And they're going to get this up to midfield. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Again, it's Johnson.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point that continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Najee Harris
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point now by Boswell. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field.
Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Brady now on first down. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams.
And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty's not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
Miles Jack with a big-time hustle play there as he backs the offense up.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving.
Ball start.
Colton Miller, former first-round pick, called for the penalty there.
Still 2nd down.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Here's Brady to throw. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find Waller. That's complete.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
Brady now on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. That's Soto. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. 5 touchdown passes now for Tom Brady, and the Raiders are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the map there, and at this point in the 4th quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And Devontae Adams able to finish things with a touchdown reception. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Sims going to go ahead and hold on to this one, and they'll start at the 25. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. If I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Pickett now on 1st down.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Back to throw, Pickett.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ball game.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Once again, it's Jacobs. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. The Raiders on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and 6.
Ball start, offense.
Now they nabbed the rookie there for the 5-yard penalty.
So much going through his head. You know it just has to be, right? All of his assignments and realizing every game he plays, one of the better players in the league will be opposite him.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Play action. Now it's Brady. Dancing to his left. And this one is incomplete.
No surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
Daniel Carlson set for the Raider field goal. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. Taken in at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now out come the Steelers. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. A 3-score game here late. You could probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad. The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. To the air on first down with Pickett. And that's complete. It's Sims. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 6 yards left on second down. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage. And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down, threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary, incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
Pickett, fourth down, desperation time.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he is going to have the Steelers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
George Pickens, his intended receiver there.
But it's going to be second down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Pickett right back to the air again. That swung out wide to Harris.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Pickett on 3rd and 1. Able to find his man. It's Pickens.
And in for the Steelers touchdown.
George Pickens.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Steelers get a bit closer. All right, so this one not quite over yet. Back to a 2-score game, CD.
Yeah, and you've still got 4+ minutes to go, so when you think about comebacks, it's happened before. Now, it hasn't happened often, but you've got to think to yourself, let's be the next great comeback story and play this one out.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out.
If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He finds his man, complete. It's Soto. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 18-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Bolden.
51 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Running is Jacobs. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Game in hand, the offense takes the knee. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now a carry for Jacobs. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November. Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.